Hey, what's up, shitheads? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be doing some riding, and I actually have a goal in mind, and that is by the time you're done watching this video, you're going to be inspired to get out there and ride your bike as well, because what I've discovered over the years of riding bikes is it makes me feel young again. Almost every single time I go out and ride, I feel like a kid again. Except now, I'm an adult and I don't have any more friends. Natural evolution of things is you're young, you learn to walk, you eventually learn how to ride a bike. And then unfortunately what happens is we turn 16, a lot of us get driver's license, and then we stop riding bikes altogether. But you know, that's where I'm here to show you today, evolution got it all wrong. What if we weren't supposed to stop riding bikes after all? I'm gonna show you that being a stuffy, boring old adult is a state of mind and it's a choice. Being unrestricted, making the choice to have fun, enjoy your life, and keep a youthful mindset. Anyways guys, let's get out there and start riding. Alright guys, we're out on Bruiser, my 2023 wired cruiser. You know, half the fun of riding these bikes is finding these little shortcuts along the way. Like this, check this out, you can just ride right off the road. You know, of course, if you want to be boring, stuffy old adult, you can stay in the bike lanes. You can stay on the sidewalk. You can stay on the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, as TLC would say. So, you know, commuting from one place to the other can be boring, or you can have fun while you do it, and that's what I choose to do. I choose to have fun, and it always reminds me of when I was a kid. Oh, check this out, guys. Almost every paved trail I've seen has these options where you can, you know, take a little offshoot, and that's half the fun of riding a bike, in my opinion, is taking these little offshoots. But I mean, if you want to talk about reading New York Times articles and what the stock market's doing, I mean, just stick to the paved trail and no judgment. That's another thing. A lot of people end up getting into road biking, and you know, nothing against road biking. It's just never really been my cup of tea. I like bikes that are more robust. I like being able to go up and down curbs. And you know, road biking, you're not going to be really able to do that. You're going to bend a wheel, or there's bikes that are just not designed to be. I like riding a bike and I want to be able to goof off. So if I see something, I want to go off the curb. If I want to take a little dirt path, I want the option to do that. And road biking doesn't get that. And not to mention, what's with the get-ups those people on road bikes wear? I mean, what possesses somebody as a full-grown adult to get out of the house wearing a full spandex team uniform? I don't know about you guys, but that's just, I don't understand that one at all. As a matter of fact, I was riding my old hardtail bike with shorts, you know, normal clothes in San Francisco, and I passed a guy going uphill, and he was wearing like the full Lance Armstrong Trek get up, and I was like, dude, I'm not that strong of a cyclist. So that means this guy was like spent thousands of dollars on his bike and all this gear, and he was getting passed by a guy on a mountain bike with shorts on. So hey, take that what you will. But if somebody can explain to me the appeal of the spandex, let me know. I don't get it. Unless you're a girl, wear all the spandex you want. So people want a demonstration of why hub-driven motors aren't as good as climbing. Because here we're going up the steep hill. You see here my friend on the Turbo Levo. You can see how fast his pedal cadence is. And where on mine, you know, here we go. This is where I'm pedaling really hard right now. And I'm all the way down in the lowest gear. So that forces me to go all the way up. Now I'm on pedal assist 5. I'm going full power, over 1,000 watts. And now I can pass him. But it's really not that good at climbing. You see, that thing may not be as fast as this climbing, but you can climb really steep grades on a bike like that, where you can't do it on this, not so easily. As an adult, we have choices in our day-to-day lives. And one of those choices today is, are we going to abide by the 12-mile-an-hour trail speed limit? Are we going to see how fast we can get going down here? I think you know the answer to that. Let's see how fast we get going here. I got 45 before. Let's see if we can beat that today. Looks like I got about 43. We're coming up on this little jump on the trail here. You know, as adults, we could be sensible and go around it or go slow. But you know what? We're unrestricted and we have young mindsets and we want to feel young. So what are we going to do, guys? You're right. We're going to jump it. Let's see if we can get the old Bruiser here airborne. Going in for attempt number 1. I'm going to be using the throttle. Let's see. That's pretty fun, guys. I'm not going to lie. It's unrestricted! This brings us to our next area here. Another important decision to make, guys. See, in front of us, you can take the paved trail. Nice gradual grade goes around, or you can take the shortcut here. Ironically, this little stretch right here is nicknamed Dead YouTuber's Pass. I don't know where it got that name from. You know, the Cruiser doesn't do too bad on that. My feet almost came off the pedals. But you know what, guys? Sure beats being a stuffy, boring old adult, doesn't it? These are all things you can do when you unrestrict your mind and decide, you know what, riding a bike isn't just for commuting, isn't just for exercise. It's about having fun. It's about keeping you young, guys. And I think that's one thing I really hope that you walk away with after watching this video is that, you know what, guys, you can have a lot of fun riding a bike while getting exercise or getting to some place that you need to be. It's all up to you. There's a lot of times where you're going to want to stop and get off the bike and walk it up and down curves, but you know what? You don't have to when you're unrestricted, because that's right, guys. We're young in the mind. We're, what some would say, immature. Tomato, tomato. But another thing we're going to do, guys, because we are young in the mind, we're going to be climbing this mountain here. Okay, maybe it's just a hill, but when you have when you're young-minded, you have an imagination still. So this is a mountain. This is pretty steep, guys. This is probably not going to be picked up very well in the video, but yeah, this is pretty steep. I'm having to use the throttle because this thing is not geared low enough to get any significant power pedaling in here. But we're going to get there one way or another. It's not a competition, guys. But if it was, I'd be winning. And look at this view. That mountain way off in the distance is Mount Diablo. But you know, guys, once you start riding these bikes, you're going to realize you see all these hills and stuff that you just thought was once part of the background. You know, that was just something you saw when you were driving your car, commuting to and from work or whatever you guys do. You know what, guys? You're going to realize you can actually go to the top of these things. Yeah, that's right, guys. The graphics in real life are great. Anything you see, if you want to bad enough, you can get there. Check it out. Look at the view here. A nice 360-degree panorama. It's pretty cool. You're not going to see that driving around in your stuffy old Toyota Corolla, are you? This is all one of the many places I've seen and I've revisited as I've been riding my e-bike around. I have a little confession to make here, guys. You see, my friend's riding my Turbo Levo over there, and sadly, I bought this bike. I got this delivered on September 1st. I have only ridden my Turbo Levo one time since September 1st. It's not that I don't like that bike. I've just been enjoying the wired cruiser a lot more than I thought I would, and it's become my primary bike to ride. But today, the Levo is getting a bit of love, and I'll definitely be riding it some more in the future. I haven't forgot about it. I'm not getting rid of it. I still really like that bike, but Bruiser here has just opened up a whole new world of riding for me, and I've just been having a blast with it. And you guys, I'm not shilling for the company. I paid for this bike just like you would. And speaking of paying for this bike, if you do want to buy a wired cruiser or a wired Freedom, feel free to use one of my affiliate links that'll be in the description of this video below. It's no extra cost to you at all, and it does help my channel by giving me money. No pressure. If you want to use my affiliate link, please do so. And if not, no guilt trip or anything, but you've ruined my Christmas and my whole life. Every time I ride my bike, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel younger. And sometimes I'll get on the bike and I'm not really feeling in the mood. And usually by the time I'm done riding, I feel better. I feel more energetic. My mood is better. And I don't know, guys, it's just, I get inside my feels sometimes when I ride around, because it always does bring back memories of those times when I was younger, and me and my friends would always go around exploring and find different places like this. You know, that place we just left, we probably would have built a fort there. Now we're adult, we have to file taxes and work jobs, all that stuff we never had to worry about back then. So you can visit that world again when you ride a bike, if you want to. You can also be boring. You can be a stuffy, boring old adult if you want to as well. But it's a choice. Choose to be unrestricted, guys. Choose to enjoy your life. Stay young. These bikes, you can hop curbs on them, guys. And that's one thing I do recommend doing, because it's who wants to get off their bike every time? But you have to be careful on these bikes because it does carry a lot of weight with them. So if you just go plowing into a curb, you're probably going to bend your wheel. But you can definitely hop curbs on these. I hop on and off curbs all the time. That's half the fun of riding, if you ask me, is going off curbs. Whee! It's very imperative that you talk to everyone you see on the trail. Look how fast I'm going. Look how fast I can go. Look what I can do, guys. Look. Did you see that? How cool is that? Look, I'm going so fast. That guy's having a good day. I'm going to be doing something that's probably going to void the warranty on your wired cruiser, and I highly don't recommend doing, but hey, we're riding in a skate park now. Oh, God. Do those other e-bike channels do this? The stairs of doom here. Before I end up in the emergency room. Okay, now that we successfully recreated the 1980s hit movie Thrashin', I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Okay, if you guys are feeling younger in the comments, go ahead and type down in the comments that you do in fact feel younger, because I do think, I see the demographics. I think the average age of my viewer is about 85 years old. So maybe, you know, when I do hip content like this, hip stuff as the kids say, my demographic will get lower. The last video I made was a update on this Breville toaster I bought, and it's funny because I have a dashboard that's available to YouTube creators, and it showed that one person unsubscribed when I launched that video. So I didn't gain any subscribers from that video. One person unsubscribed, so that actually kind of made me laugh that one person saw that toaster video and it's like, you know what, F this guy, I'm out. I don't want to see anything else he has to do. So that one made me laugh. And it made me kind of sad because I had a whole bunch of toaster content I had planned up. This whole channel I was going to rebrand and go with the whole toaster theme. This is one of those shortcuts I was talking about. Actually, in this case, by shortcut I mean it's actually going to make the ride longer, but you know, it's a technicality. The little trail this church has here. Ooh, yeah, I actually surprisingly had a hard time getting up here. Would you see that on your way to your accounting job in your cubicle? But you'd see this if you're homeless, like that guy down there in his tent. Check this out, guys. Woo! Whoa! That's a little bit sketchy. I'm gonna go back up this hill though. Woo! We're going. You don't have to ride on the trail. You can ride off-road. You have the freedom to do that. No pun intended, guys. It's a good way to spend the day, guys. Get out, get some riding, and you don't have to dress up in head-to-toe spandex either. You can keep your dignity while you ride on a bike like this. Check it out. And here, across the street, is the famous parking lot where I witnessed a shooting. This is what it looks like in the daytime, guys. How fun was that? That was a fun one. You see that on any other of your e-bike channels you guys watch? And we're gonna go back up the hill. Woo! We're up. Hey guys, I'm Unrestricted. Hey guys, I'll take a picture with you next time. All fans of my channel around here. There we have it, guys. I'm now back home. Had a nice ride, had some fun. You know, I feel young, I feel rejuvenated. You know, actually, I do have to let you guys know a little unintended consequence of something I did notice, that upon inspection of my bike, I did notice the frame appears to be bent. I mean, your guess is as good as mine how that happened. I mean, you see how I ride the bike. I baby this thing. So I guess, you know, keep that in mind if you want a wired cruiser. Maybe you shouldn't ride like a complete maniac. But, you know, I'm actually not worried about that at all. That's 100% my fault. It's to be expected. You know, you probably shouldn't be buying a cruiser style bike and jumping it off staircases and being crazy. This bike will now be relegated to normal riding duties. I will not be jumping this bike anymore. I will be jumping the Freedom when I get one. And then we'll see if we can bend the frame on that. I hope you guys get the feel of what it's like when you're out riding a bike, you're having fun. It just makes you feel young again. And it's a state of mind. You don't have to be cooped up, adult, boring. You can have fun. You can enjoy your day, get some exercise. And I don't know, guys, it's hard for me to put into words the way how much I enjoy riding. And maybe your thing isn't riding, maybe you enjoy something else, but I hope each and every one of you find something that you enjoy that makes you feel young, that makes you look forward to doing it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe and all that stuff. I do really appreciate it. It's just crazy, I almost have 800 subscribers now, which like it really doesn't make sense, to be honest. I'm a normal guy just like you guys. I put my pants on 2 legs at a time. Maybe in the next video I'll be on a wired Freedom. And don't forget to use my affiliate links if you do feel like buying a wired bike. Anyways, guys, we'll talk to you next time.